Hello and welcome back. The game we will be creating today is an exciting game located in space. The player will be a commander of a spaceship traveling through space, collecting special energy rock vital for the surviving humans on Mother Earth. The player must make sure to avoid any dangerous rocks, meteors, which can hit the spaceship and turn it into dust. There will also be a limited amount of rockets that the spaceship can shoot at the meteors if they come dangerously close. I will start the game by creating a welcome screen, outlining the plot of the game to the user. So I'll go ahead and delete the default sprite which is created when I start a new game in Scratch. I'll change to the stage. I'll rename the first background to instructions. And this will be my first set of instructions, so I'm going to instructions 1. I'm changing the background. I can use some ready-made graphics from Scratch. I'm using the stars background, since this will be in space. Then I'm adding some text. I'll actually move the text to the top of the screen. Change the color of the text to yellow, something which will appear on top of black. And I've pasted some text which I had written before. I'm going to add another screen. This new screen will be used to tell the user how to move the spaceship. So again, I'm going to use the stars, renaming it to instructions 2. This will be my second screen. I'm going to amend it. Again, I'm using text, moving it to the top part, and I'm going to say, change the color of the text, and I'm going to say use the following keys. So space bar to shoot rockets, up key to move ship up, down key to move ship down. I will be coming back to this screen so that we can actually add a legend of the different rocks and what they mean. But I'll do that after I've created the sprites. As we discussed earlier in previous recordings, I need to have a variable to keep track of which section I'm in. So in this case, I'm going to use a level variable. I'm going back to the stage. I'm going to the scripts area, control when the green flag is clicked, so when the game is started. So when the game is started, I want my variable level to be -1. -1 will be a special level, which will mean that we are giving the instructions to the user. I will set the level to -1. -1 will be a special level, which will tell the game that we're in this section of the game where we're giving the instructions to the user. I want to make sure that the levels variable is also not displayed when I'm showing the instructions to the user. So I'm going to hide the variable's level. Then I want to change the background to the instructions section. Wait for a second, or maybe 2. We'll change this when we run the game. And then change to the next screen, which will show which keys to use. I need another background which will be the game background, so I'm going to import a third screen which will be my stars screen. So again, I'm going to change to this screen after a second. But I want to wait for a second first, so I'm going to insert it there. Now I'll turn to creating my sprites. The first sprite I'm going to create will be my spaceship. So I'll draw that. I'm going to this area. It will just be a square, a blue square, which I'm going to draw somewhere here. I click on OK. I'm going to rename it from sprite1 to ship. Now, we want the ship to be visible only when we're playing the game. So when we're in the instructions screen, or where we're in the winning screen or losing screen, we don't want this ship to be visible. So to do that, I'm going to go to the control, and I'm going to say when the green flag is clicked, I want the ship to be hidden. So I'm going to the looks area, and I'll change it to hide. But we want the ship to be visible when we start the game. So I'm going to this stage again, and after displaying the stars, I want to show the level variable, and I'm going to also broadcast a message saying start game. So back to the ship, and I'm going to say when start game is received, I want to make the ship visible, and I want the ship to go to somewhere here, which would be in the middle of the left hand side of the screen. So I'll go to motion, go to XY, right? The X is -224. Y I want it to be in the middle of the screen, so I'm going to put 0. So that will put the ship in the right position when we start the game. At this point, I'm going to have to put in a loop so that it will keep running till the end of the game, so that I can actually monitor the keys which are pressed by the user. To do that, I use the usual forever loop. However, I'm going to change to the forever if. The forever if is like the forever, but it will only run if a particular condition is met. And in our case, the condition is that the levels is greater than 0, because we want the game to be in the playable mode. So forever if I want to use operators, I want to use the greater than. So if levels is greater than 0, here I want to start sensing using the if statement if the user pressed the up or down arrow keys. So if key pressed is up, then I want to change the y-axis by 10. If it is down, it's similar logic, so I'm just going to copy it. If it is down, I want to change it by -10 because I want to change direction. Right, let's try it out. So I'm going to click on the green. I get the instructions. I get the level showing. Right, it's still -2, so I have to change that. And the spaceship is there. I should be able to move the spaceship up or down. It's not working because the level is wrong. Right, we found a bug, so we'll have to fix it. I'm going back to the stage, and just before showing it, I have to change the variable so that the level now is level 1. So variables set level to 1. So initially it's -1, that's fine because we're still showing the instructions. And then just before switching to the game so that we can start, I'm going to change the level to 1. I'll try it again. Instructions, perfect. And now the ship can actually move up and down, and the level is shown as well.